Random versus History. I'm joined by Horatio Gould.
Random.
What?
Just random. I think Caligula is very, very random, right? It's very like, he fucks his sister, he makes his horse a fucking...
Yeah, he is. Do you know what? You're right, actually. He is. Random!
You don't have to be mad to work here, but it bloody helps.
You're saying that he's the first millennial in many ways.
Yeah.
Random.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about Caligula.
Yeah.
We're back in ancient Rome, which after a week in prehistory feels like yesterday.
Yes.
It's a joy to be back.
It's nice.
In the Nazis of the ancient Rome.
It's true.
World.
Yeah.
It's our second Roman emperor.
Yeah.
We
will do all the Roman emperors.
We're knocking them off. Yeah. We're
notching them off.
We're notching them off. They'd love that.
They really would.
They would.
They fucking get about.
These
dirty
guys,
little fellas.
Yeah.
They put Charlie to shame.
They really do. These guys are... Charlie's kind of a Roman emperor incarnate, really.
He's like a Roman emperor with no money, sort of like...
I've run out of pants.
Exactly.
Run out of what?
Pants.
You're not wearing any pants, are you?
No.
No.
But they didn't wear pants though. They just had they just wore a loincloth.
We don't know actually.
Yeah, method.
Do you want to Google if the Romans wore pants?
Would love to.
Caligula is the third Roman emperor.
Yep.
He's sort of is he the maddest? Maybe he's the maddest.
Maybe, but we also don't know if any of it's true.
Yeah, but fuck that.
Yeah.
Interesting. We could say that for anything.
Yeah, it's true. Like what?
We don't know. We don't know what happened at all.
We don't know what happened
anywhere
on 9/11.
We don't know.
We can't know.
We can't know. That's what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
But he only reigns for 4 years, but he's become sort of the blueprint for tyranny.
It's true.
And
but I mean, we should probably set it up with
should we do a potted history of ancient Rome? Because we must remember our listeners are very, very thick. They're the opposite of a chess grandmaster.
Opposite of good looking. What's that?
They would lose to someone with Down syndrome at chess.
Okay.
Our listeners.
So like the Turing test, the Turing test would have worked on them in the 70s. The first computer would have outsmarted them.
Yes.
You know the Turing test?
Pong.
Where it's like
they can't win at Pong.
It's like we'll know when the computer's taken over when they can when you think a computer's a human.
Right.
And the first computer would have won the Turing test against our listeners.
Yes. Yeah. Because they're like, well, that's not
that's a person.
That's the person. So that's our listeners. So potted history of Rome. A wolf, a guy sucks off a wolf.
Yeah.
Then there's kings.
Yeah.
And then at about 500 BC-ish, they start a republic.
So obviously when people think of Rome, it's this long history. It starts in 300 BC. It ends in 500 AD. But the prime of Rome, where gladiators set, our idea of Rome is sort of post Julius Caesar when the emperors start.
Yes.
And there's only 7 emperors, I think.
There's actually loads, but there's a sort of 200-year golden period.
Oh, right, really?
Sort of.
I guess there's
Yeah.
And from Augustus, who's seen as
Blair. Augustus is Blair.
Well, I was about to say he's seen as the greatest politician of all time.
Potato.
I think
he's a god.
I mean, was he involved in Gaza, Augustus?
I think get him in to start managing it. If Blair can't do it, Augustus can. Augustus is the guy after Caesar.
He's the go, and he sets up the idea of the emperor for Romans. And basically, all of these mad fucking cunts Augustus was such a good leader that these mad cunts are just following in his line. They're allowed to do this because
it's much like the Labour Party after Blair. Mad cunt after mad cunt.
Yeah. And then Suetonius, who's a sort of gutter journalist.
Yeah.
A sort of tabloid writer.
TMZ.
Yeah.
Paparazzi.
He wrote a sort of, what's it called? What's the book he called?
I'm not sure.
It's called, of course you don't know.
Yeah.
It's called On the Emperors, I think.
Yeah.
Or On the Emperors of Rome.
What's your favourite book?
1 second, Charlie.
We're actually trying to...
Oh, sure.
And he wrote this just really sensationalised sort of account of all the emperors. And it's one of the only sources left.
I can't believe he's been producing a podcast for 9 months. We're just getting into it. Stop. What's your
Guys, what's your favourite book? Guys, what is your favourite colour? Quickly.
Genuinely, my 4-year-old would be better at this.
What is your favourite colour, Charlie?
Red.
Right, anyway. Glad we got that done. Sorry, you were talking about Suetonius.
What's your favourite book, Charlie?
Kensuke's Kingdom.
What happens in that?
There's
is that a graphic novel?
There are pictures sometimes.
Yeah, there you go.
But basically, this boy
Checks out.
meets a Japanese old man on a beach, and he takes him under his wing, but not in a Nancy way.
What did you learn from that book?
The boy gets taken under the Japanese guy's wing.
Yeah.
I learned that you can be friends with anyone.
Right. I mean, yeah, your best mate is a 8-year-old woman called Teresa Rama. So.
Is she Japanese?
No, she did marry a Bengali man though.
Yeah.
Right.
He's dead now.
Okay. Anyway, Suetonius was much more interested in.
Yeah.
So you were
It's
saying-
basically if the main source or history of emperors left was written by the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
And that's basically what the main thing.
Mail online.
Mail Online.
Yeah.
It's basically everything else gets destroyed. And
all
the
we have
main,
left,
the
yeah.
best source, the best preserved source is the Mail Online.
Which is why it's so juicy.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like if you could only the royals now, it's only the Mail Online.
Yeah.
So it's like the Queen killed Princess Diana.
Yeah.
She was
Harry's a
having
nut- Prince
gangbangs with the whole Al-Fayed family.
Harry's a Nazi.
Yeah. That is what we're going off.
Yeah.
And that's why it's great.
That's why it's really good stuff.
So according to him, it's just they just keep electing fucking mad cunts. Because we did Nero.
We did Nero.
And I
who,
feel Nero and Caligula, for me personally, they blend into one a bit.
similar. Yeah, they're both emperors for a short time.
Good
They're
time,
both
not a long time.
Yeah, good time, not a long time. Very good time.
Yeah.
They're young.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem is that the older emperors tend to do better because there's a built-in respect.
Yeah.
But then we should really start the story with Tiberius, who's
Yep.
the emperor after Augustus.
Yep.
And it kind of
So it goes Augustus, Tiberius, and that's where
then
we're at now.
Caligula.
Yeah.
And Tiberius is the second emperor. He doesn't want to be emperor. He's a general.
He
and kind of-
wants. What does he want?
well, he's an old man who gets adopted by Augustus. So we have to start by saying that he is like a 50-year-old bloke who gets adopted, which is humiliating.
Yeah. So he's got a pacifier in his mouth.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a general. I'm a military veteran.
Yeah.
And you've adopted me.
He was left on. Augustus's doorstep in
Yeah, in a big
cradle.
basket naked like that. Caligula's early life. He's born on the 31st of August in the year 12.
Yeah.
It's good to be back. The 12. Should we place 12? 12 is
So is Jesus 12?
Jesus is 12 at this point. Yeah.
How old's Hitler? He's not.
Hitler's but a sparkle in some Roman's eye. So this is after Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
It's before Caesar salads.
Yeah.
That's
Lovely.
the year 12. So no one had a Caesar salad at this point.
If you said a Caesar salad, there would be like.
Is that what we made of Julius Caesar?
Yeah, exactly.
We made a Caesar salad out of that emperor
Yeah.
when we cut him to shit. No. So his full name is Gaius Julius Caesar Germanicus,
Right.
which sort of means German thrasher.
Yeah, and they just love putting other people's names in their name.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, it'd be like Horatio Finn Taylor Gould.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's Charlie. And it's so confusing. It's like Brazilian footballers where they have like 20 names and then they have like one name that they're
It's
known
like
by,
Pete.
which is none of their names.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like so confusing.
Bill.
It's like Bill. His name is
Alfred.
yeah. His name is like Wow Felix Prince
Wow Felix.
and you know him as John. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Is it like how like Chinese students will come and call themselves like Nigel?
Yeah.
Is it a way of making themselves?
No, because this is in their own country.
Oh right.
Because I went to school with some Chinese kids who chose a anglicised name.
Like, yeah.
Like
Ian.
one called himself Memphis because he liked Elvis.
Right,
And you're
right.
like, well, that's not really a name.
That's
here.
not really.
But it's fun to just just choose a name.
Yeah.
Like I just go, yeah, I'm called Noodle. I like noodles. It's the same, isn't it? You're just taking one thing from a culture and saying, I'll call
Yeah, I
myself
guess
that.
if I was like, if I was studying abroad in China to fit in, I might call myself Noodle Gould.
No. Noodle.
Noodle.
One name.
Just Noodle.
Just Noodle.
Oh, I guess. Are you Chinese? No, I just did that. I
I'm just-
Chinesified my name.
I'm just called Soup.
Because you sound fucking Chinese because your name's Noodle.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's not an English name.
Wonton.
Hello, mate. My name's Wonton. Oh, right. You
Okay.
born here? No, I'm actually from England. Oh, funny that.
Yeah.
You got a Chinese name.
You go to a bar in China with some tough Chinese guys. You say your name's Noodle. You're like, no, he's all right.
He's one of us.
Prawn toast, get this guy.
What's your name? Number 34? Yeah. You must have been born around here. Crazy. Crazy.
Number 34.
34. Oh, anyway.
Anyway.
What the fuck are we on about? Caligula. Caligula's a little boy, born of the year 12.
Yeah.
Guy, yeah. So Caligula is his nickname. And it's
He
because
hates Caligula.
he hates it. So this is very funny. He spends his life. His father is Germanicus, who is like
The goat.
If Augustus is the I don't know, if he's Zidane,
Yeah.
then Germanicus is Henri.
Yeah.
He's like one of the big guys.
He's a great general who basically must have conquered most of their territory in Germany.
Yeah.
That's why his name
He's
is
constantly
Germanicus.
killing
which
the
basically
barbarians.
means I fucking fucked up the Germans.
Because the Roman Empire is always engaged up north in Germany. Because at this point, Germany, it's like it's the Germans without the order of Hitler. It's chaos.
It's chaos Germans.
It's chaos Germans.
This is before they started running on time.
Before they started suiting and booting themselves.
Right, yeah.
Before the trains. It's mad.
Yeah.
They've got the same instincts, as we know from the prehistoric series where we found a little 30,000.
But it's primal.
It's primal. It's primal Nazis.
Yeah.
They're
As
barbarians.
opposed to when they become civilized.
Refined Nazis. This episode of Finn vs. History is brought to you by Surfshark.
Our friends at Surfshark.
They are our friends. Now, if you're travelling...
You been on your holidays anywhere nice?
Say you're going to Turkey to get your horrible hair and teeth done.
Exactly.
And you want to WhatsApp your thick girlfriend.
Yeah. If I'm there with a massive bandage on my head
Yeah.
and I want to be picked up by my thick,
Girlfriend.
stupid girlfriend and I'm like trying to use WhatsApp,
You try to open WhatsApp in Turkey, your phone explodes.
well, there's nothing I can do.
That's where you're wrong.
Really?
Because Surfshark, if you use a VPN,
Yeah.
you can use whatever apps you use
Yeah.
in this country in Turkey, no matter
Yeah.
what the Turks do.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Right.
Boss man's trying to stop you WhatsApping.
You can waddle around him. You
I don't think so.
You drop the shoulder.
Boss
Yeah.
man flies out the way. So that your thick girlfriend can pick you up and get you in a car and drive you home.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's driven to Turkey, but she's thick. She doesn't realise planes exist. Speaking of planes, you can save money on flights and car rentals by hiding your location. That's a good trick, isn't it?
So if you want to crash a plane into a building,
For example.
and were worried about, well, I'm going to die anyway, but that is a ridiculous
That's
price.
extortionate. That is extortionate. I'm being ripped off here.
Yeah.
But then again, why are you plotting to do this on a bank holiday?
Yeah.
Of course they're going to jack the prices. That's the free market.
But if you're a domestic terrorist,
Yeah.
you could still do it on a bank holiday with the VPN with the savings you'd make.
Exactly. Exactly. Because bank holidays aren't global. If you say that you're from Uzbekistan,
Yeah.
they don't
Which
have,
I often do.
They don't have banks, I don't think.
Yeah. They're
Or
not called
holidays.
Bankistan.
It's not called Uzbekistan.
They're all called Becks.
They're all called Becks. Is the Beck open? Secure your digital life with Surfshark VPN. It is a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. I repeat, the money-back guarantee is risk-free. What you do on your laptop is
That's
not
on
risk.
you.
That's on you.
This is not a miracle, magic money tree type thing.
Go to surfshark.com/FVH or click the link below and use the code FVH Foxtrot Vagina Hotel for 4 extra months of Surfshark. Don't let online threats catch you off guard. Put a condom over your laptop. Keep your data safe. We'll see you next time.
Very good, my friend.
Very good. Very good VPN. Anyway, so from the age of 2, he's basically on tour. He's one of those military kids. You must have gone to school with some kids who
sort of
raised in barracks and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit.
Their dads are in the military. They're always away. They live on barracks. He's basically spending his entire childhood in a war zone. And so his mum dresses him up in the uniform of a Roman soldier, and all the soldiers love him. So he's sort of like a mascot. He's like a Gunnosaurus, right?
Yeah.
But they put him in the little Roman boots, which are the Latin is Caligula.
Yeah.
And then his nickname is Caligula, which sort of translates as Bootykins.
Right.
Which is very funny to think that like a tyrant is known in history as Bootykins.
Yeah.
It's sort of like
Hitler being called like Little Tash.
Mr. Schnumpelflump or whatever, or Pookie.
Like Hitler being called Bumfluff.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If we knew Hitler as Bumfluff in 2,000 years, people were like, oh, one of the original German pilots, Dr. Schnuffleblump.
Yeah. But that being the name he's used when you're talking about his evil.
And he'd hate it.
Yeah, concept.
That's the thing. He'd fucking hate it.
But you don't think it makes him a bit more even scarier, the fact that he's like a nutter?
Yeah, I
and he's
guess so.
called
It's like the
Bootykins?
Joker, right?
It's like kind of like more terrifying.
in some ways, yeah.
Little poopy pants, you know what I mean?
Little poopy pants.
Ah, yes.
Dr. Poopy Pants is here. No one.
No, not Dr. Poopy Pants.
No, please. Dr. Poopy Pants is coming. Please, spare me. Ah! Yeah, you're right. It is more scary.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Poopy Pants, Bootykins, is a child.
Yeah.
He's spending his childhood on the battlefield with soldiers. And then suddenly, Germanicus is. We should actually say
Germanicus is probably in line to be take over from Augustus.
Let's go. Yeah,
they love him. The Roman people love him.
He's effectively the Roman equivalent of Alexander the Great,
right, yeah.
because he's conquering all this territory. He's fit. He's a big military guy. His mother is Agrippina the Elder, who is Augustus's granddaughter.
Yeah.
So you don't really get more blue blood.
Yeah, you're grandfathered in
than Caligula.
Yeah.
And then in 19 AD, Jesus is in his kind of teen phase.
He's
you, Mum.
He's hating his mum.
Jesus is
he's slamming the door on
He's
Mary.
jacking it hard at this time. This is the Jesus wank years we're into now.
Well, this is prime wank years. He discovered it about 3 or 4 years ago, but now he's hit a real stride.
Yeah, he's not doing 6 a day in 19 AD.
His dad's watching him wank all the time. Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah, but he's into it.
He loves it.
He loves it. He leaves the door open. Dad! So anyway, in 19, Jesus is jacking it, and in Syria, not far from where Jesus is playing with his hog, Germanicus suddenly dies. I don't know if that's related.
He's very powerful, Jesus, right?
Is he doing miracles age 19? I don't. When does Jesus
he's
start
doing miracles.
No, stop, Charlie. Can you Google when does Jesus start knocking out miracles?
When does he stop knocking on his fucking?
When does he put his hog away and start turning water into wine?
Well, because he was just a humble carpenter till the age of 30, and all his shit was
Shit, so he only had 3 years at his peak?
It was only three.
Yeah.
He got a lot done.
It's like Mia Khalifa. You found out she's only in the industry for 3 months. You're like, what?
Change the game.
I've seen thousands of films of you.
So you are a cinephile.
Months. Sorry?
You are a film bro then, after all. You're a cinephile.
Yeah. Well, why aren't we doing Mia Khalifa Film Club?
Yeah, I thought you said
why are we doing
like
fucking Kurosawa's fucking Ran rather than Ran through Mia Khalifa? Jesus began...
What are your favourite films? Probably all of Mia Khalifa's oeuvre.
I'm a completist. I'm a Khalifa completist.
I've got the box sets, Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Can you get her on
We watch them as a family every Christmas.
I've got them on 35mm, mate. I get the projector out.
Oh my God, BFI IMAX is doing a 35mm print of Mia Khalifa's entire body of work.
Q&A afterwards. God, there's cheese, there's nibbles, there's Khalifa's.
Yeah, you've got to watch it on the 70mm print. It's just not. It's
how she wanted it to be seen. Fuck, so Jesus only had 3 years doing miracles. That's mad.
Amazing. He is the Son of God, man. Amazing.
Yeah, I guess. You just converted live on the pod.
That's sick.
So anyway, age 19, I don't know what
Isn't
he's
it funny?
doing.
On Jesus, is it funny that being like the prophet and son of God, whatever, is sort of his plan B? He was like a carpenter first.
Yeah.
And
that didn't work out.
And he fell back
so he became a fucking magician. Because normally if you're a magician, that doesn't work out, and then you become a carpenter.
Yeah, he was a carpenter.
No money in tables.
Yeah.
The economy was, he was struggling. He gave it a good 10 years and he thought, I need to think of something else.
Do you reckon he was just a really shit carpenter?
I think so.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any
tables
of his
kept falling over. People were sitting in his chairs, they collapse. Anyway, so Jesus is a sort of teen at this point.
Yeah. Spotty
teen.
Hi, name's Jesus.
My dad's going to come and get your dad. Germanicus dies suddenly in Syria on campaign, and the rumours are that he's poisoned by a guy called Piso. He's like a general, or he's some kind of... He's a governor. He's a Roman governor. Right. There you go.
Gov.
All right, Peas.
You're right, Gov.
Anyway, when the news of Germanicus' death reaches Rome, they go fucking apeshit.
Livid.
Apparently, Suetonius says that people get rid of their kids, their newborns.
It's
they
Diana,
just go, get rid of that. It is Diana.
Just shut their newborns.
They go, wow, this is fucked. What a world we're bringing this kid into.
It's like climate change. It's like I'd rather not have kids.
I don't think the woke lot who are worried about climate change are throwing their kids in the river. I think they're just not having kids.
It's a different time though. It's the same instinct. I don't want to raise my kids in a world without Germanicus.
Flop in the bin straight away.
I'd drop kick mine, so it's like a small bounce, like the rugby drop kick.
Yeah.
You just
Johnny Wilkinson.
Yeah,
Wilkinson.
You have to let it. You have to let it bounce.
Get Johnny Wilkinson 2003 World Cup final.
This is me. I'm a Roman mother. As soon as I find out Germanicus,
so you're cradling your baby.
Yeah, my first kid. Yeah, and just
no. But so do you know what's funny is that they thought they knew he was ill, and then fake news spread that he'd survived.
Oh right,
but that's quicker.
Right.
You've already started drop kicking the baby.
Yeah, so this is it. So so
Germanicus is ill.
This is my husband chucks me the kid.
Oh, no, he's alive. He's alive. Oh no, he has died. Wilkinson.
What I like is there's someone throwing it back to you.
Yeah.
Someone just chucks me the baby and then
It's just not even your kid.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you have like 8 kids, then you need to make it quicker, right?
Yes, you're right. You're right. Right, this one's fucked. Get rid of it. Next.
You got Granny just firing the kids into you. You're grabbing it and just...
Anyway, so when Germanicus does, he is confirmed dead.
Yeah.
Right, the whole Rome goes mad.
You know the footage of Buenos Aires when Argentina win the World Cup and they all come out into the streets? You've seen it?
No.
But I imagine when Germanicus, this comes just all these babies flying
out the window. But now it is very similar to Diana because Tiberius is, at this point, he's on Capri. He's kind of ruling from afar, sort of by proxy.
Because were you saying Tiberius didn't want to be ruler?
Yeah, he didn't want to be. He was grumpy.
He wanted to have his end away on Capri.
He wanted to be a paedophile in peace.
OG Epstein.
Yeah, in many ways. We'll get to that. But he doesn't grieve enough for Germanicus in the minds of the public. So it's very similar to when the Queen was sort of accused of not being emotional enough after Diana's death.
Yeah.
But again, she's just she's a model stoic.
Exactly.
She, Queen, wasn't she?
Beast. There is suspicions that Tiberius killed Germanicus.
Yeah,
which kind of tracks because
him poisoned. Yeah,
he was going to be the one to take over, right?
But
or maybe he could have taken over in Tiberius's lifetime, so it might have been like a rival.
I think it's more that Tiberius is just wants the love, or
just got jealous,
sort of. And Germanicus is kind of a loved figure. Anyway, so Tiberius then is convinced that Agrippina, who's Germanicus's wife,
right,
is plotting against him, and so banishes her to a remote island. She then gets beaten up, loses an eye, goes on hunger strike, and dies. I just can't relate to going on hunger strike. I think it's pointless.
You'd go on an eating like spree. The opposite,
like a school shooter, but with buns.
But
he's on an eating spree. Hide! We've got an active eater.
But could you do it as like a protest, but it's the other way around? I will not stop eating.
Yeah. I will not stop eating. That's the protest. And then people are like, what are you doing this for? Nah, no reason.
You could do it Free Palestine, but it's just you eating as much. Yeah. I won't stop.
Guys, there's a ceasefire. No, it doesn't matter. It won't last.
It won't. I hope it won't.
I don't trust him. What is he, 7? He's 8?
Yeah.
He's taken to Capri. Tiberius basically brings him to Capri.
So he's gone from a war zone to a paedophile island.
Yes, he's gone from Gaza to Epstein's Island. It's an intense upbringing.
Sure.
That's why we're trying to sow the seeds of his tyranny later. Yeah. There's a lot going on in his childhood. Yeah. If he was this would be a 2-parter on Diary of a CEO.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of trauma.
The intro would be
insane.
What?
Bart would be like, sorry, what? You fucking what? Your granddad was the biggest paedophile ever.
Most creative paedophile.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that now. Tiberius on Capri. Now, we mentioned this, we touched on this in our Nero series, but he supposedly, according to Suetonius, according to TMZ, he has a whale of a time on Capri. He has these squadrons of boys.
Yeah.
He has the little fish who swim in between his legs to nosh him off while he's swimming. He has the tight bums, which does what it says on the tin. The tight bums, these boys, they would have threesomes in front of him to try and stimulate his sort
flagging libido.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, foreplay, isn't it? It's one way of doing it. I guess
they didn't have
Viagra.
Yeah,
this is pre-Viagra.
So you'd have to have young boys having threesomes.
That's
any chance.
The original Viagra.
Sort of like Snake Charmers for his flagging old cock.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is what people would do in the Roman days. And I remember there was once when I was in a pub. I must have been 19, 20. My mate spiked my pint with the blue pill that you can buy in the vending machines.
Right.
And then I just had a raging lob on the bus home.
So how does Viagra? What does it? Is it like a painful erection?
It's an undeniable erection. It's not one you can hide.
Because I actually wonder how that works. So like he gave it to you, and how long before it was just like
there's maybe a 20-30 minute lag.
Did you get the horn? Or was it just up?
No, it's just rock hard.
Up, and it's not like a...
Because the reason... So
you got an erection and you're not horny?
No, and I'm just on the bus home. It's tough. It was a really good prank. Because there was a lag. I left the pub and then I was on the bus being like, fucking hell, what's going on here? This is like when I was 8 and I went over a speed bump and I got an erection, But this is crazy. I'm on the bus home with a huge lob on. But the reason
But also, you could listen to people without being horny, but
but also, the night bus is one of the least horny places to be. But there's not even London, an Oxford night bus home to the villages with the raging. And then I get off the bus and I'm all like crouched and I've got to sneak in. Humiliating. Anyway, the reason Viagra exists is that you can be really horny, but you've got a floppy willy.
right.
So doesn't make you horny, it just sorts out
Okay, right.
out the
It's a
willy
blood
issue.
flow thing.
Yeah, blood flow thing.
I didn't realise it was permanent rock on. I thought it was like your.
Well, it's not permanent.
It's not. I've still got it.
You've been hard this whole time.
It's not one shot, one kill. You've got a boner for the rest of your life.
Like a fucking myth.
Yeah.
Would
The
that be a
golden
nightmare?
gun. Boink.
Would that be a nightmare? Do you think to
Well,
have?
it was a nightmare. Yeah.
But forever, if you had a permanent boner.
Well, yes, it would be a nightmare.
Of course, it'd be a nightmare.
What are you
I'm not
talking
sure.
about?
I'm not sure.
Have you ever tried to
What do
pee
you mean
with a
you're
boner?
not sure?
You ever tried to have a
Yeah,
piss with a boner?
I love doing that because you crouch. And you
Yeah, but every time you piss, you're gonna all
know,
of your
I'm
all
actually
of
getting
your
one
feet
now.
are
I'm
off the
getting one now.
ground.
You're getting
and
a boner
I'm genuinely
now.
getting one now.
Oh, Christ.
I've got a semi.
right.
It's got like a half one.
So every time you piss, you got to basically helicopter the
You
toilet.
see Me, Myself and Irene?
No.
Great. Jim Carrey, one of Jim Carrey's best films.
Right.
There's a moment where he's trying to pee with an erection and it just goes all over the bathroom. Because that's
It'd
what
be
it's
a
like. It's
nightmare
crazy.
having an erection.
Absolutely
Would it?
crazy. Yeah.
I mean, what you get told your mother's in hospital. You're fucking hard as a rock.
And the doctor's like, put that away.
It's just there's so many situations where it's inappropriate to have a massive lob on.
Job interview. Hello. Someone's keen. You don't have to be hard to work here, but it helps.
I mean, there's something. If you do it with confidence, there is something very powerful about always being fully aroused.
You have to be so confident, though.
So I'd wear tight trousers. Yeah. What are you saying? You know, and even trying to fire someone with
What's
a
your
massive.
problem? What, trying to pass it off as a disability? wearing a badge saying not all disabilities are visible, but some are. Look at this.
No, I don't think you pass it off as disability. You just pass it off as virility, right?
Right.
So you're just always walking around, and you're just and what? It's an and what?
No, but the problem is that that's verging on sexual harassment, isn't it? But then I guess it's your body. So if you
My body,
frame
my
it,
choice.
if you frame it as this is just my body, this is who I am.
Yeah.
This is a sort of.
I'm not a pro-lifer.
I'm not pro. I'm pro lob-on, right? Yeah, there you go. Priapism
Permanent boner.
is a permanent boner.
Let's get images up.
Now that might even be, funnily enough, can we put a pin in that? Because I think that comes up in the research in the next episode.
Really?
The word, the
Okay.
Latin word. Anyway,
All right.
so fucking hell, where were we? So he's
Tiberius.
on Capri, and
He's been
Tiberius,
creatively noshed off.
yeah, there's a lot. So supposedly, Suetonius tells us that on Capri, Caligula is schooled in the arts of debauchery. So he's and his sisters. This is where maybe his grandma, or maybe it's just before he goes to Capri, he lives with his grandma, and his grandma supposedly walks in on him in bed with his sister.
And she's loving it.
The grandma.
Yeah, they're all fucking sickos.
Suetonius quote: "He lived in habitual incest."
a habit.
It's a habit.
It's a habit.
You know, you got to change your habits, don't you?
You do. What's that Aristotle quote about
Yeah.
habits?
Habits.
A habit is what you repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence should become a
habit.
Yeah, a habit.
Yeah.
Incest should become a habit.
So he's got three sisters. His favourite is called Drusilla, which
Yeah.
is not a name that I think should come back. This is my baby Drusilla.
It's too close to Godzilla, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, look, we've barely started
Yeah.
this fucking narrative.
We've barely sucked off this emperor here.
We've only got to the tight bombs.
He's not even come yet, so we got to finish him off.
So Tiberius, the original Epstein's Island on
Yeah.
Capri, he would, if people he didn't like, he would chuck them off the cliffs, and then you have people in the boats below
with
the
oars
to like
to
smack
make
them.
sure that they're finished. But it's like, so he didn't seem to want to be emperor, and it sort of makes sense because he's not only is it hard to get messages around in ancient Rome, as we've discussed, but he's on an island.
Yeah.
So how is he running?
There's a guy
the
called
biggest empire in the world.
What's his general called? He leaves a guy in Rome who goes ape shit. Like,
Oh,
with
really?
Power. I can't remember his name, but
Everyone's going. This is what's crazy about this period. It's not like a couple of bad eggs.
but
They're all bad
because it's
eggs.
post-democracy. They've had, or it's post-republic. They've had a kind of golden
Senate,
age
yeah.
of.
But then isn't this the
reason.
golden? Because at the same time as having the maddest emperors, it's also
This is
the
Pax-
most powerful the Roman Empire's ever
This is
been.
what's called Pax Romana, which is this 200-year period where I think mainly covers the first emperors after Caesar.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they don't have that many foreign wars to fight.
They have kids sucking them off.
Yes.
It's like, well,
But this
there's
is
no more
post-
lands to conquer.
Yeah.
So get fucking goblin.
Yeah. get goblin. So he's on Capri, and now his sisters get assassinated, and supposedly they don't. I think Tiberius kills his brothers or someone, kills his mum.
Oh, everyone's dying all the time in his family.
But basically,
in nefarious
Caligula
ways.
learns to just sort of button up and keep quiet, keep his head down.
Yeah.
Not down there.
Get underwater.
His sisters are, some of his sisters are alive, but he's one of like 9. And anyway, his family members are killed while he's on the island, but he keeps stum because he knows that if he sort of chips, he gets all chippy, his head's going to be next. But there's a prophecy that Tiberius is rearing a viper for the Roman people and a python for the world.
Okay.
It's not his permanent direction.
It's rearing
a viper.
You've had your viper reared.
I have. Caligula is married to a woman called Junia Claudula. She dies during childbirth. We don't know much about her. Anyway, this is the beginning of Caligula. Yeah. Caligula starts racking up wives.
Yeah.
Now, Tiberius dies in what year is it? Is it like 37? I think.
Right.
37.
So Jesus died 4 years.
Jesus is already dead.
Right.
Jesus has had his last. He's touched his hog for the last time.
So Tiberius is the emperor when Jesus dies.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Anime.
Yeah. But that's in the Middle East, isn't it?
Yeah.
So but the Romans are there, aren't they? The Romans.
Yeah. It's the Romans.
The Romans and the Jews
are mandating
I think.
it.
Yeah. Now there are allegations that Caligula smothers Tiberius in his sleep with a pillow. But again, that's
we don't know.
Unverified. So
but if you're a conspiracy theorist, it does seem like you have an absolute field day in ancient Rome. Yeah. Everyone's fucking.
No one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So Tiberius, before he dies, he names Caligula and his grandson Gemellus as joint heirs.
Right.
Which is obviously a recipe for disaster.
What I don't understand is how because Augustus didn't have any kid heirs,
so he adopted an old man.
So he adopted. It does feel like it's not like natural.
No,
there's always a mad succession crisis.
But that's why in those first 5 emperors after Caesar, the Julio Caesar line, whatever it's called, Claudian line.
Julio-Claudian line.
Every time an emperor dies, there's a conspiracy theory about that they were like knocked off.
Yeah.
Because it's all no one can hold on to power. There's
all their kids get killed.
There's no bloodline. Yeah. And it's very new. This is only the 3rd succession.
So they're getting their eye in a little bit.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So Tiberius has suspicions of Caligula. But he also detests Gemellus.
Right.
So he kind of just says, well, you both do it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to pick.
Yeah.
Anyway, on succession, Caligula basically just fucking kills Gemellus.
Fair enough.
He just gets him. Does he order him to kill himself? Or I think he does. Anyway, he gets rid of him. And he then delivers this very overly emotional funeral speech for Tiberius.
Yeah.
He goes through Rome. And when Tiberius dies, it's kind of the opposite of Germanicus.
It's a good move. It's like... Yeah.
People are really happy because like finally Epstein's... It's just very similar actually. Did he kill himself? Epstein.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah, it's true.
The echoes
he is the OG
the
Epstein.
echoes of history.
Yeah.
Who knows? Was he bumped off?
I like the crying at the former guy's funeral is a great move.
It's
the Gaddafi at Nasser's.
Gaddafi at Nasser's funeral. Yeah.
It's a great just be because they're dead. You need to just
It's also not the only time that Gaddafi will come up in this series.
Okay.
There's a lovely bit of symmetry later on.
Looking forward to it.
So on the 18th of March 37, 4 years after Jesus' death, Caligula's honeymoon period begins.
Okay.
The first few months, everyone's loving it.
Yeah.
He's declared he's only 24 years old, which the Senate are worried about because they don't like him young.
Yeah.
They think there's like, oh, he's got the arrogance of youth.
There's a real respect for grey-haired statesmen
Yeah.
in Rome.
So one of his first acts as emperor is to bring the ashes of his mother back to Rome, and he buries her with his own hands, and he builds this big tomb. And I think maybe does he put her in Augustus's mausoleum, and he builds a big grave, and maybe he makes her a god.
But
he
also,
starts making people
Tiberius,
gods.
hadn't really been focused on being an emperor. He was focused on being noshed off on the tight bums and stuff like that. And so when he comes in, he basically feels like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
It's Blair 97.
The whole story is Blair. It is Blair 97. Everyone's so happy.
Yeah.
Because also...
I feel like this is representing the new generation. He understands what it is. He's a bit hip
Things
to it.
can only get better.
He's having drinks at Oasis and Downing Street. You know.
bucket hats. Because also, the other similarity to New Labour is that Tiberius, because he'd been such an awful leader, he had done like all these show trials and public executions and imprisoned loads of people. He didn't spend any money on all the public shows.
Yes.
Because as we talked about in our Nero series, part of the role of Roman Emperor was they sort of also had to be like Danny Boyle. And they had to put on these big spectacles for the public.
Yeah.
So they were at the same time military commanders, prime ministers, and like theatre producers.
Yeah.
And he did none of that.
Yeah.
And so the coffers were very, very full. And so similar to how Major actually...
Because he didn't spend anything.
No, Major gave Blair a good economy.
Because he was frugal.
Because he was frugal. But he took a lot of the crises, Major.
Right.
Blair comes in and is able to just start handing out, sure starts or whatever.
Right.
And so it's that feeling of optimism that you always forget the guy before.
Yeah.
Tiberius did a similar thing. So Caligula comes in, it's a fucking spending spree.
Brilliant.
He slaughters supposedly 160,000 animals within the first 3 months to celebrate.
You got it though.
He reverses all the, he recalls exiles, he ends the trials, he republishes books that had been banned, big feasts.
But it's bread and circuses, right? That's the big thing. Is that if you want to control the populace, you give them food seconds and then you give them entertainment, right? Yeah.
He supposedly spent 2.6 billion sesterces. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Right.
And I asked ChatGPT yesterday.
Circuses.
Not circuses. I asked
12
him
billion
sesterces.
Sesterces.
And I get up how you pronounce that. And I ChatGPT this as what's that in today's money. And it is £300 billion.
Right.
So it's
you're spending that on the Olympic opening ceremony.
It's a G7's like defense budget.
Right.
G7 countries.
But it's on Cirque du Soleil.
It's on like just
it's on the Blue Man Group.
Flamingo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what he likes to, so he gets into, he likes tossing money at crowds and getting them to run for it. So already there's a glint of the evil in him.
Yeah.
He starts paying everyone bonuses.
Yeah.
His Praetorian Guard. Now the Praetorian Guard are the crack squad they're the only ones who are allowed to carry weapons in Rome. And
so
they
to be
protect
honest,
the emperor.
Throughout all of these stories, the Praetorian Guard, that's their key. Yeah. You've got to have them on side.
Yes.
And if you don't, that's how you get fucked.
Is that like the mob, like the Gestapo or something?
No, Praetorian Guard, it's more like if
there's the Varangian Guard, which is the Viking equivalent.
It's basically if the beefeaters weren't symbolic, right?
It's very similar to, imagine the beefeaters were the only people who were allowed to carry weapons in London. If only nowadays.
Yeah.
In Sadiq's London, Christ, everyone's got a knife.
Yeah, and every time you fucking post a tweet and the SWAT team come fucking
beefeaters come knocking down your door with their pikes. No, beefeater is not a slur for a man who likes
going down on the woman.
Cunnilingus.
Right. Horrible.
Oh, you heard about him? I've heard he's a fucking beefeater. Imagine if you had to wear that when you went down on a woman. I'll just get my cloak. I'll just get my hat on. Get a picture of a beefeater.
This is my beef-eating hat.
Imagine coming through the door in that and your wife's like, oh, hello.
Here we go.
I know what's going on tonight then.
Go on then, put the hat on.
The ruff. I mean, maybe that's why the ruff's there. Christ. So, anyway, the Praetorian Guard gets bonuses. He renames the month of September Germanicus after his dad.
That's nice.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What would you call
Well, that'd be me calling November Jeremy. October, Jeremy, December. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. It'd be August, Peter.
August, Peter. October, Jeremy, December. Anyway, he includes his sisters' names in the imperial oath, and this is very important. Everyone starts thinking that he's got a rock on for his sisters.
Yeah.
Supposedly...
And how much of a big no-no is that in France?
In France? Well, France is the culture.
Sidebar.
It's the culture in France.
The culture. You got to do it for the culture.
In France, it's the culture. But in Rome, it is a big no-no.
Because they're into some sick fucking shit, so I didn't know. So they don't like it.
No. Incest isn't cricket.
Right.
No.
So is this why in Gladiator, which is taking from this period, right? That's why he fancies his sister, Joaquin Phoenix's character.
Does it? Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So it's all playing on this sort of shit.
Is Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator sort of based on Caligula and Nero.
Yes.
So he's spending loads of money on all the games. He loves the Colosseum. He loves blood sports. There's clearly a sort of
I'd love to see a blood sport.
sadomasochistic streak in there, but
Genuinely, this is like a classic question. Where do you most like to go back to?
yeah,
Like a day in history. For a day,
Colosseum.
to be a Roman peasant
Yeah.
going to the Colosseum at the height of blood sports.
Would you go see a bullfight
you think about-
in Spain?
Now,
Yeah.
yeah.
If no one was judging you.
If no one was judging me, I'd go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's spectacle, isn't it?
Yeah, Hemingway went to the bull ring and wrote. I wrote. It's called Death in the Afternoon.
You wrote that.
Sorry, I read it.
Take credit.
I read the book. Yeah, I wrote that. Yeah, I wrote that. Yeah. Ernest Hemingway is my nom de plume. It's my pen name, Hemingway.
But genuinely, I think...
we got to do a Hemingway episode.
Yeah, his life is amazing.
Yeah.
There's a Ken Burns 6-part
Is
documentary
there?
just on his life.
Oh, I've got to get into that.
You know, he read his own obituary because they thought he died.
He wrote
They
it?
thought he died. They thought he died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
He was lost in the wilderness for 2 days, comes back, and he just in the morning he's just reading his own obituary.
That's amazing.
Come on.
Boy,
That's good stuff.
Beast.
But yeah, if I could go back for a day, I've thought about it through this whole series. I do think height of Roman
This
blood
is quite
sports.
interesting. Sorry, this is a list. Is this a list of blood sports,
Yeah.
Charlie? So I didn't know this. There's cock throwing, fox tossing. This sounds adjacent to beef eating. Goose pulling, human baiting.
Now, octopus wrestling.
Octopus
I would
wrestling.
back myself against octopus.
Get octopus wrestling up, please, Charlie. Let's see what's going on there. Octopus wrestling. Octopus wrestling involves a diver grappling with a large octopus in shallow water and dragging it to the surface.
Right. But this is blood sports in general. This is not Roman
Sorry.
blood sports.
Although it was called wrestling, it was not wrestling per se, as most octopuses are rather skittish. Not aggressive at all.
Yeah, it seems easy. But this is not Roman blood sports. This is just general blood sports.
No, I'm just interested. But I go back to the list of blood sports because what's Rampakan? What's that one?
That's these Japanese. They're into some fucking sick shit.
Big cat fight. That's in Java. Panthers. Released from wooden boxes are surrounded by warriors with lances trying to prevent them from breaking out. Well, that sounds quite Roman.
That's very Roman.
That's bear baiting, isn't it? Because Roman
Fighting
was-
against a fucking...
We should do history of blood sports.
What do you think is the most horrific
Panther.
blood sport?
Most horrific?
Yeah.
Well, it's when the
Bear
lion's
I think
coming
bear
out.
baiting's the one I'd like
Bear
the
baiting.
least.
Yeah, because bears.
Bear
Horrible.
baiting, that's happening in Renaissance England, right? What is it? Is it what do you do? Just fight one?
I think you just prod it with knives and stuff, and then it gets angry, and
then-
then you just kill it.
Oh.
Or maybe someone.
There
Gets
needs to be
killed by
some
it.
sort of like...
It's similar to bullfighting, I imagine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think they've got like a mesh
net?
They got a net on them, and then
Right.
they're just sort of prodding it with
Oh, this
spears.
is making it
Yeah.
livid. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No,
not.
it's
There's
not.
not.
It's
There's
horrible.
not a game element
It's
to
not
it.
cricket.
There needs to be. Yeah, it's not cricket.
No.
What? How would you make it cricket?
Well, if it's
Give
like
the bear a bat and start throwing balls at him.
that's how you make it fucking cricket.
That's how you make it cricket,
You put it
Charlie.
in the stumps.
Yeah. Mark out 22 yards. Get 10 other bears to field. Now I don't know how good they'll be at that.
No, that's cricket.
But I imagine standing there at the stumps and a bear is steaming into bowl. Fuck me, terrifying. That's cricket.
What, all fours?
That is cricket. Overarm, please, Paddington. Anyway. Nowadays they're bear baiting Paddington in London.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's illegal.
Sadikistan. Anyway, Londonistan, Sadikistan, Christ. Caligula's putting his beef-eating costume on and
Yep.
he's going down on his sisters.
Yep.
He's dressing up as gods. He is, quote, ignoring masculine and even human conventions when he's choosing how to dress. So
Right.
he's cross-dressing.
Yeah.
I guess he's dressing up as a god. Maybe he's dressing up as animals.
He loves playing with the form.
He's sort of he's
Yeah.
in drag.
But a lot of the things we said in the Nero episode, right?
Yeah.
Playing with the form, embarrassing the Senate, all this sort of stuff.
Starts with Caligula.
It starts with Caligula.
Yeah.
Right? My boy Caligula. Because no one had seen this shit before.
This
so
is
it's mental.
crazy. So even before his first expedition
Yeah.
as a military general,
Yeah.
he takes the breastplate. He steals Alexander the Great's breastplate from his tomb.
And how old is that at this point? That's like 300 years old, I'd say.
When's Alexander the Great, Charlie?
300 BC?
Alexander the Great timeline.
Me want to say 300 BC.
356 BC.
Yeah. So it's,
right.
it's
Yeah,
That's,
so
when,
like
he, that's when he was
350
born.
yeah. So it's 300 years old.
Yeah.
So, but he nicks that from the tomb, gets that on. He starts dressing as a god. He tries to deify himself in his own lifetime.
Yeah.
This is in the first year,
Yeah.
months, right? So he establishes a shrine to himself. He makes life-size golden statues, and then whatever he's wearing that day,
Yeah.
he makes the statue wear the same clothes. Right? It's crazy.
It's a bit vulgar.
It is vulgar.
It's a bit-
Wait,
yeah.
what? So there's a guy who like putting a t-shirt on the statue?
Yeah. So what's
I think
Caligula,
it's a bit
what's
tasteless
Caligula
to do
wearing
that sort of
today?
stuff.
Oh, it's like when you see people who dress their dogs up as with matching outfits to them.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't think it's very classy to do
No, I
that
think it
sort of
is. It
stuff.
can be. If you dress it in like a Spartan shirt.
Yeah, if you make
No.
a shrine to yourself and say I'm a god, and then you make a statue and you dress it like you, I think that's a bit tasteless.
It's a bit new money.
Yeah, it's flash.
It is flat. It's vulgar.
Yeah, making a temple to yourself is just a
Yeah,
bit. It's a bit like.
come on.
Yeah.
Come on. There's no class to it.
Yeah.
He spent heavily.
Right.
He pours out gold coins and rolls naked in them.
Yeah, that's standard fare at this point.
He drinks pearls dissolved in vinegar. That can't be nice.
Yeah, but you got to remember they don't have nice. They
What's
have like
that about?
6 foods. At
I
this
guess
point.
this is like this is the first
Is
cocktail.
that like posh cereal?
No, he's not eating pearls. In a milk. No, he's dissolving the pearls.
Yeah, he's just miserable in the morning, like fucking hell.
No, they're not like your golden nuggets, Charlie.
Right.
They're not like Weetos, but it's pearls in vinegar.
I had golden nuggets earlier.
I know that's what you eat for breakfast, and I think that is an issue. I think you're starting your day
Yeah, I
wrong.
think that's a terrible way to start your day.
Yeah.
The best cereal.
How often do you have golden nuggets? Genuinely?
Well, currently
Don't fuck me around,
currently
Charlie.
Monday, Friday.
5 days a week.
But in general,
Currently, yeah, because I got a few boxes in.
a few.
You buy them in bulk, do you?
Yeah, multi-pack.
But what's your standard breakfast over the last 3 years?
Do you think this is where part of the problem is?
Eggs and golden nuggets.
Wow.
Do you put like a fried egg when you put it on like a ramen? Do you put that?
Bulk golden nuggets, the fried egg on top.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you're getting everything out of that. You're getting sort of strength
I
from
don't
the
know
egg.
if you're getting
I don't know if you're
Yummy,
getting
from,
anything,
yummy
actually.
from the nuggets.
Yeah. I mean, the
Yummy
egg's
nugs. Good egg.
Good. Are you still crushing eggs because has been putting you on the egg diet?
He's got piles.
Guys, please.
How is
Is your
balls?
pile out right now?
No, it's not right now.
Is your knob out right
I
now?
want to see it.
I've got a bum boner. I've got piles out. No.
You've got a reverse boner.
My personal trainer, we should just bleep his name.
Yeah,
I don't want
okay.
to. But this is fascinating. Yesterday, I went for a session with him. And bear in mind, I've been seeing him for about 5 months.
Yeah.
Up until yesterday, he's only just found out what I do. Up until yesterday, he thought I was a history teacher. It's because on our first session, I said I'll do a history podcast.
Right.
Because I don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
And he just heard teacher. And then genuinely, he's been asking me about history while we do our sessions.
Because I have.
He's like, this guy, oh, God, he knows
And you're
a lot.
like, I don't have a
And
fucking
then
clue, mate.
Yeah, and then I don't have...
Beef
it
eaters
turns out,
fucking love eating minge.
I do a Holocaust on our podcast. And he's like, what?
Has he listened?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe he has now. I don't know. Anyway, my point is...
Yeah. What's your
no,
point?
My point is that...
Point is your pile.
My point is, it's not my piles. It's that Caligula is not eating pearls in vinegar like breakfast
Yeah. Okay,
cereal.
fine.
He builds massive ships, which this is interesting. These
Yeah.
are like floating yachts. These are
Right.
huge super yachts. They're
Right.
covered in jewels. They've got marble toilets. They
Heated baths,
They might
right.
even have hot tubs.
Gardens,
They
Christ.
found. So Mussolini found the ruins and he
Right.
ordered them excavated at great expense.
Yeah.
And then they got destroyed during World War II. But you can still go to a museum now and see all the water pipes, which is how he basically had a hot tub on his yacht. Caligula.
Caligula, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyway, obviously he spends this a G7's military budget
Right,
in months in the first year on all
Yeah.
these shows,
Yeah.
these yachts. He then realizes,
So it's
fuck, I've
starting
got
to
film.
turn now because he's had to raise taxes.
Yeah.
And he's becoming a bit more unpopular with the
Exactly.
public who
this
are
is sort
loving
of
him.
like New Labour when the financial crash
Yeah.
comes in. Everyone's like, "Oh, you spent all the money."
Yeah.
Close the shore starts.
Yeah.
If you've got maternity, if you're on maternity leave, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Scroungers. Everyone's saying benefit thieves.
He imposes taxes on food and prostitutes. That's the opposite of bread and circuses.
Yeah.
Brass
you can't
tax.
be taxing.
Brass
you can't-
tax.
can't-
Let's get down to brass tax.
Let's go into brass tax. We've
That's
got
where,
to be
that's
taxing
where that
brasses.
comes from. That's where that comes from. Brass tax. He imposes taxes
Lovely
on
stuff.
marriages. So you get married, you have to. I guess that means that, like in what you spend on your wedding,
Yeah.
a bit of that goes to the.
Get less
crazy.
for murder.
He starts to fake auctions. So he runs auctions himself, but drives the prices up so that.
What I love about these mad emperors, they love doing other jobs.
Well, they're doing everything.
They just love just
They're
doing.
crazy.
They're fucking cleaning the toilets,
Like
whatever.
now, like when does a prime minister have time to do
Yeah.
anything other than just sort of be constantly on the back foot?
They're actors. They're
So
fucking
a
musicians.
senator fell asleep at an auction and then, in air quotes, bought 13 gladiators for 9 million sesterces.
What? They just got his hand and wrote.
Yeah, basically.
I'll buy that. Right.
He starts to frame noble people for treason, then
Fair
seizes their
enough.
property.
Yeah.
This is very funny. He forces strangers to name him in their wills, and then when they live too long, he poisons them.
Well, you sort of snooker be there.
That's the ultimate inheritance tax.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to kill you and take all your stuff.
Write me in your will. Are you going to kill me? No.
Right.
Bang.
Yeah. Now, and he starts to turn the imperial palace on the Palatine Hill into a brothel, which is not. Now, this is big outrage for the senators and the aristocracy. We've got to remember that Rome has this aristocratic class, this class-based system, and they've been running it for hundreds of years. And this is early on in the empire, and they're like, this guy is tearing up convention, and we don't like it.
Yeah, I guess I struggle to understand what the moral headspace of Rome is. Because we understand it for you.
It's quite moralistic.
It's exactly. But I thought so, but then all of these emperors are so fucking mad consistently.
But that's why we have the saying of like living like a Roman emperor, because back then the people sort of loved the drama of it.
Because it was quite a martial stoicism comes from Rome.
It's populism.
Right.
But stoicism was later. That's Marcus Aurelius.
Right.
That's way after this stuff.
But it's still that sort of culture. Rome's strength is built on its order and its discipline. They're not like the fruity Greeks, right?
No, they're not. But that's what I mean is that the idea that it's like turning Buckingham Palace into a mega brothel.
Right. Yeah.
The people, everyday cab drivers would fucking love it.
The future liberals want.
Yeah, the future liberals want is that Buckingham Palace is a transgender brothel. Cab drivers would love it, right? They'd be like, you won't believe what's going on in there. But the MPs and the nobility, Jacob Rees-Mogg would be like, this is absolutely terrible.
Right,
This is a disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
So he stuffs the palace with matrons and freeborn youths. He lent customers money at interest to then go and spend on his own.
He's running Wonga as well.
Yeah, basically. It's like prostitute Wonga.
Yeah.
He then records the proceeds of the brothel as, quote, Caesar's revenue.
Right.
Caesar means emperor for anyone who's just got on the train. So only a few months into his reign, Caligula falls gravely ill.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is kind of what historians say is the the turning point in his reign.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're basically saying that he goes mental.
It's like when Hitler got into drugs.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah. He's in bed. He starts listening to thrash metal. Yeah. He puts a flame bandana on.
Yeah. I mean, he's already pretty mental, but basically...
Well, it's like
when you get like someone gets a tumour and it pushes on the paedophile bit of the brain. You know about this? This happened to you?
Your Honour. I've actually got a brain tumour that's pushing on the paedophile.
You know about that? You know?
That's absolute phrenology. The paedophile bit of the brain. Sorry. No, someone pushed the pedo button in my head and I can't turn it off.
I mean, it's not far off though. You heard about this, right? Have you not heard about this?
Well, it's like it's like foreign accent syndrome, but it's pedo syndrome.
Basically, someone got a brain tumour, and whenever it grew, he had paedophilic thoughts. And whenever it was in remiss, it was search up. It's true. And when he'd not stop having paedophile thoughts. So there is like, if something starts growing in your brain, you can become. Reports in the early 2000s detailed the case of a 40-year-old teacher who, after a sudden onset of uncontrollable paedophilic urges, was found to have a brain tumour. The man's abnormal sexual behaviour, which included an obsession with child pornography and sexual advances towards his stepmother, disappeared after the tumour was surgically removed.
I think that could be coincidence.
Do you think?
As a paedophile who happened to have a brain tumour. I don't know if you can say.
He's trying to blame it on something else.
You know. What is that? What's that saying?
He's coming onto his stepdaughter. I've got a brain tumour.
I've got cancer.
Go on.
I got cancer.
Get your dick out. I got cancer. I think that's.
I got cancer.
These people
it's the cancer.
It's the cancer. Yeah. Your Honour. I don't know. It feels a bit.
I've not got cancer anymore. So it's cancer come back.
I think that
pedo button.
I
think it might be true.
I think what's that? Correlation doesn't equal causation.
Yeah, it's correlation.
I don't know.
Causation.
I think that's convenient.
It's definitely a theory. It's potential. Because if you start fucking playing Fred again with your brain, you'd start. You'd be like Chinese accent.
Yeah.
You're a paedophile for a second.
Well, that 7-year-old's attractive. Oh, hello, I'm from Devon. Like what? To get the clip of the Devon woman.
Hello, I'm from Devon.
Have you not seen that woman? The Devon woman who got... Have you not seen it? Get it up. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, but if that can happen, then you can get the pedo button. So maybe it's just...
Maybe she should count her lucky star. She's not a nonce, this woman.
Basically, cut your skull out, let Fred again go hell for leather.
A woman from Devon has Chinese... woke up with a Chinese accent after a stroke.
Hello, I'm from Devon.
That's what she says.
My name is Sarah Colwell. I am 40 years old. I live in Plymouth. Born and bred here in Plymouth. About
I know
5
the
years
story.
ago now, I had
Yeah.
a stroke
What
like
exactly was
event.
it?
They still
Yeah. So this is what happens when you just keep
Keep
pressing.
getting your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you either
You've got
go
Chinese paedophile
or you're
overnight.
Yeah. Or be very tough luck to get both, wouldn't it? I've got foreign accent pedo syndrome. Oh, hello. I'm from Devon. That 7-year-old looks nice. Anyway, we don't know what happens to Caligula. I don't think he doesn't. Sorry, are we saying that for the next episode we're going to have to do all of it in a Chinese accent because Caligula gets foreign accent syndrome?
Oh, we don't know.
Right.
We don't know which button was pressed.
Okay. Anyway, he falls ill. We think it could be syphilis or something, or it could be like a UTI. You know, people go mad when they have a UTI.
Yeah.
Oh, people go mad.
Yeah.
So
It's before cranberry juice, wasn't it?
So his character changes dramatically.
Right.
He's on his death.
My name is Caligula.
I'm the Emperor of ancient Rome. But he's on his deathbed and he sounds different. You know?
Oh, yeah?
He's saying his accent's changed. We're going, you're Italian. Why are you speaking like that? My name is Caligula. Right. He's on his deathbed. Ancient writers frame this moment as the turning point where a young emperor turns into a despot.
Into a Chinese paedophile. Anyway,
In our next episode, we will continue the story
where he really goes mental.
where his accent really starts to get a bit much. That episode is already on our Patreon, where for £3 a month, you too
Could
Deal
become a
of the
Chinese
century.
paedophile.
to become a Chinese paedophile.
we will press on parts of your brain.
To be honest, actually, it would make more sense if our patrons had just had a button press and that's why they sign up. They've lost all impulse control.
Got a brain tumour.
They've had a stroke. I got a brain tumour, so I signed up to the Patreon. Yeah.
I got cancer.
Yeah. Oh, the brain tumour's gone. I better cancel the subscription. Anyway, we do a bonus episode every week, and they're getting pretty fruity.
Yeah.
We did a geisha episode, dressed up like geishas, talked about a day in the life of
Doing our
Japanese
sunning
courtesan.
next week.
Yeah.
Are we doing our sunning next
Yeah,
week? I don't
we're
think we
going
are.
to do a live stream where we sun our assholes to get more
Oh,
powerful.
you've got access to the live stream episodes we did where we did the life of Blondie, Hitler's
Yeah.
dog. That was
Yeah.
wild.
we did Bin Laden's hard drive on another live
Bin
stream.
Laden's hard drive
A lot
live.
of good stuff. All ad free and early release.
Early
If you
access.
listen to the podcast, £3 a month is a great deal.
It's less than the price of a coffee, but you don't drink coffee, so it's less than, I don't know, a Monster. I don't know.
6-pack.
A 6-pack of Monster. No, it's not. I don't know. No, it's not. How much is a can of
It
Monster?
is. You know, 6-pack of Monster will probably set you back about £4.50.
Do you reckon they'll ever put...
6-pack of Monster.
You know how nowadays you go into a coffee shop and it's just like it's all like Americano,
Yeah.
latte, and then my dad goes in and goes, can I just have a coffee?
Can I just have a Monster?
Can I just have...
Almost like it's like tropical ice. It's like a wizard's clunge.
That's what
it's
I mean.
like, can I just have
What's happened to Monster? Can I just have a can of
How much
Monster?
is 24 Monsters?
24 Monsters is £27.
Right, if you buy an annual subscription, you actually save 10%.
Right.
So an annual subscription is less than a 24-pack of Monsters.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, for the festive
And
season...
our patrons are sweating. It's that meme with the two buttons.
24-pack of Monster annual subscription. Yeah. So you can buy a year's worth, and you can give it to someone because the festive season's approaching.
Right.
You can give someone it's like £30. You get a year's worth.
Give
of
them a
Patreon.
24-pack of Monster. That'd be a horrendous thing to gift someone.
Or I tell you what, you can do both. For if they're really special in their life,
right.
24-pack of Monster with a little card on top, so you've also got a year's worth of.
That'd be
That is
lovely.
the absolute incels starter
Not
kit.
leaving the house.
Not
Don't have
leaving
to
the
go
house.
upstairs.
Nah.
Don't have to say hi to your mum anymore.
No.
Stay in the basement.
Fuck you, mum. I got a 24-pack of Monster Patreon subscription. Anyway, that's on the Patreon. And if not, thanks for stopping by. And we will see you next time for more Caligula.
Goodbye. I'm a paedophile.